Hi, welcome to Get Ready with me, Witch Edition, of course. I will show you everything that goes into an intro post. You're here with me today in my bathroom. I've got new folks here on my platforms, and it's so important to me that you know how welcome you are in my nest. Don't forget to head out at 2 p.m. My daughter Faye and I are brow obsessed. And I would say if I had two things that I could do for my beauty routine every day, it would be brow and lip, of course. I love lips and I love communication and I love stories. Today we're going to focus on the brow and we're going to focus on the lip and communication because this is an intro post. Get ready with me. I love a prominent brow, always. And we can blend all of this brow debauchery as we go. So important to me is that you know what visibility looks and feels like. I am not new. I'm no spring chicken. There's plenty of spring chickens on all of these platforms. I'm holding space for the endurance of our practices, for the endurance of what my voice is in this, to share the beauty and power of witchcraft very much towards a world that we co-create together, where all are sheltered, fed, and have sovereignty. Liberation is at hand. And how do we weave and navigate as systems of oppression crumble? For me, adornment is a really big deal. And I love to communicate. How I adorn myself is part of how I communicate. I think it's so important for everyone to know that this is what 54-year-old witch flesh looks like. And throw all the stones you want. It's just a reflection of your inner voice. And mostly I have people that strewn my path with flower petals. We'll surround any of those stones with a cushion of flower power. So this is my Zuzu bronzer that I use to contour. Tapping and clicking in the background, my sweetheart is taken up in these times of the pandemic with a home office in addition to their office that they travel to. So we're just kind of coping and adjusting and adapting, as is, nature's way, because we know, and I just cannot share this enough, the fabulous Latham Thomas's beautiful quote that says, nature is change and we are nature. It's so real and so true. So adapting is what we do. This is a time where we're transmuting past these spaces where anyone's oppressed for someone else's gain, because we know that until all of us are free, none of us are free. So we're working on it. And I'm excited to show you how I adorn for ritual space. It's one of my favorites. So my loves, I'm going to start with an utter and complete hot pink powder. This is from an ancient palette that I'm sorry, it's too trash to show you. I love starting with a really bright palette, and I'll also put just a touch beneath. And now I'm going in with a deep kohl across the lid. This is a waxing crescent moon today. In our waxing crescent moon, I love to celebrate the dark and that lunar light that's growing. With waxing crescent moons, we reach into the dark to innocently pull to us like a baby the things that we're most delighted by, the things that are that shiny, gorgeous illumination that we're pulling towards us to expand and play with. So this is a great time for magnetizing and expanding play. This is the purple shade that I'm using as my upper lid liner. We like to sketch across the lash line. this color, this deep forest jade green, is the main color that I like to use. My life has changed, my lashes have changed, and the way that my eye is adapted to my classic eye shape, which is got a lot of expression in the crinkles on the side, is to adorn more the bottom lashes. My bottom lashes are more prominent, so I line with that forest green at the bottom to draw that attention to my third eye. That's what we're doing today, adorning the third eye and the lip. The waterline and lash line is the first way I like to adorn the eye, and then beneath the lash. And a good hearty smudge beneath. Now we'll put on some highlighter. This is the Zuzu color Nymph in this nice Ancient and Broken palette. We all have them, let's not pretend. The last time I did a Get Ready With Me, and I'm just not even sure that I've got it up anymore. I did a Get Ready With Me before Witch Walk, where I was so blessed to do the opening invocation, and I got to do that with my beautiful daughter, Faye, and it was just such a special experience to go and adorn the Witch Walk, and, you know, really honestly just be in that kind of visibility there. I'm going to be working the Witch Walk again in June for their 1-year anniversary and summer solstice. I'm so excited. I'm creating a video for that. I'm just so proud of the way that Lacey, Nicole, and the whole coven of Witch Walk has gone to virtual space, virtual Witch Walk. They're doing such a good job. It's so special. So the way that they do Witch Walk is they say that it's like Coachella, where you just go to the different stages that you want to go to for different performances. And the marketplace is featured vendors with all of their crafts and magical goods. It's a really cool space. I've got a lot of friends that do works through virtual Witch Walk. I absolutely love Everett, Everett's Handcrafts. I love Maria Hija del Agua. I love Jen of Swords and Hype Priestess Lacey herself. They're working so hard over there, and good on you all. So hopefully you can join us for virtual Witch Walk. It's such a blast. Last month, Edgar Fabian Frias did the invocation with a gorgeous ASMR sleep spell. It was beautiful. I think it's still up on their YouTube channel, which is growing and doing fabulously. So honey loves, there's another beautiful from the month before. So that would have been April. Luna Nate did a gorgeous video for virtual Witch Walk, and they're all just so fabulous. I will put both of their videos in the description of this video so you can pop over. There's just so much magic right now. Creators are doing so many beautiful things, and I think this is a really overall, like, in addition to being a really frightening time and concerning time, it's also a time that's brought out so many wonderful things in folks. So the magical offerings are incredible right now. This is my practice run for my look for my live performance in the Commons Witches Cabaret coming up on Friday, the 29th. I hope you can all come. The RSVP Zoom link is over at the Commons. I'll pop it into this video as well. I created a video for their theme, which is casting into the unknown. It's gorgeous. There's so many wonderful folks that are creating videos for this Witches Cabaret. It's, I believe, their third or fourth cabaret that they've done. It's the first that I've participated in, and I'm so honored. I hope you like what I created. I will also go live right after my video, which is, I believe, at the top of the hour, and create a candle service. That's a 7-day candle service that will take us all the way to the penumbral lunar eclipse of June 5th. So this is a really special time, a really important time for us to attach ourselves and bind ourselves really dearly and deeply to our spells, and to really consciously create that coven circle together. Lots to share. So we go from this Friday's works with the Commons, then to the wonderful Golden Dome School's Tarot-thon, which is completely digital this time. And I'm just beyond moved and thrilled to create the closing ceremony, which will be live on the Golden Dome School's Instagram account, and I'm just thrilled to share that with you all. I am going to be reading. It's June 13th, and I will let you know all the details as they roll up of how to book an appointment with me. All of the donations go to two fabulous causes. The national bailout, which is so epically important. There's folks that are in the ridiculous incarceration system right now that are just sitting there because they can't make bail. So the national bailout does fabulous work. And then also the ever important Navajo COVID response, which is just so important, as the indigenous communities and has been really devastated by COVID-19. Those are the two places that Tarot-thon will be donating to, and there's multiple readers that are all just developing right now, not just me. And so let's just look forward to that. So save the date for this Friday the 29th for the Commons Witches Cabaret, Casting into the Unknown, and also June 13th for the Golden Dome School Tarot-thon, and finally Witch Walk on June 20th to celebrate all of the things that are happening for the summer solstice. All right, honeys, I love connecting with you, and I'll see you in just a second. Video magic coming up. Now let's focus on getting this nice moon mouth, is what I like to call it. This kind of concrete color that I'm using across the whole lip. And then I like to do a little bit of a natural color to shine through, to sort of smudge through. And this is in the coral kind of realm. And now I'm putting on gloss over it, no pigment at all, just the gloss. This is a color fitting for Gemini season, because in Gemini season we celebrate the tarot card, the lovers, and this is called Honeymoon. Who doesn't want to go on a nice holiday celebrating being a lover? So there's my moon mouth and honeymoon. Mwah. Now I'm using my fave Kevin Murphy Shine. This is the Shimmer Shine spray on my hair. And here are the next supplies needed. Place your crescent moon in your third eye area. And this is my treasured Van oil that I utilize very tenderly with deep intention. This was created for me by my dear friend Rash, who's a must follow on Instagram. They're called Stay Woke Tarot. Oh, that aroma is so beautiful. This is a beautiful recipe that I just adore so much, and I treasure this golden liquid, and I use it with great intention. As I adorn myself, I connect with my spirit guides, and I adorn myself in the name of love and liberation for the greater good and perfect love and perfect trust. And I alert my spirit guides. I'm here, I'm open, I'm listening, and I'm ready to receive the messages that are meant for me and us. I adorn my brow, that third eye, to stoke the fires of my intuition, my ability to look inward. Now, I take the ash of many spells from this lunar cycle, very particularly the new moon, where I'm initiating new ideas. I take the ash and adorn myself with it, pressing it into the Van, just enjoying the journey that I've been on. And as a working class witch, I'm enjoying where you are in the journey with me. We grew from the earth, and to the earth we shall return. Hi, Moon Babies. It's your Mama Witch, Angela Mary. How are you? Welcome to my Get Ready With Me. Let's begin like we always do and strike a match. Lighting this candle to alert our spirit guides that we're here, we're open, we're listening, and we're ready to receive the messages that are meant for us. This is a spell in every way, as this is a dressed and blessed candle that belongs very much to all of you that are my subscribers. Every video that I create to send you my love and magic and show you how essential it is that you're here, how much I am listening to you and enjoying carrying your magic with you. So hit that subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications so you can see everything that I get up to over here. This Get Ready With Me is the second one that I've done, and I'm just having fun exploring all the possibilities as I feather my nest so happily over here on YouTube. This is such an exciting time for me and my family as I just rounded the quarter to 2,300 subscribers. The possibilities are endless, and it means everything that you're here and you've subscribed. So thank you and enjoy this special candle service. All right, so we are creating today my Hecate Key of 3 tarot spread. This tarot spread feeds 3 elements right now. The first card is the spell element that's needed for your magic right now. The second card is a gift that you give to nature. And the third card represents your liberation using the beautiful Prism Tarot from the 8th house. And I love this beautiful deck, not just for that fabulous holographic element to all the edging and their beautiful moon cycle on the back of the deck, but every single card has a single keyword or 2 keywords. The utter simplicity is perfect for these simple tarot spreads that seem to be flowing from me right now. I'm having such a great time connecting with Hecate and the underworld, staying very grounded in our Summer of Retrograde Fest. We have so many planets retrograde right now. I'm finding it essential to stay very, very grounded and listening more than ever to the inner voices inside of me. My intuition is everything right now. Let's dig into our reading right now with the Prism Tarot. First card is the spell element that's needed, and we have chosen the 8 of Lightning, and the key word in this is action. The spell element that's needed right now is to go into physical action and embodiment. So properly calling in the 4 corners and their corresponding elements, which is north or earth, east and air, south, which is fire, and west that represents water. And then you spiral into the center of your altar and call in the guardians of the watchtowers of spirit, which is your guardians and guides, and you, for you are spirit and spirit is you. It's that wonderful grand mystery. When we call in those elements and end in the center, we are now between worlds and able to send messages out and receive messages in. So this is taking direct action and co-creating your magic. The second card in our Hecate's Key of 3 reading represents our gift to nature, which is so important that we have the ability to give from a joyful heart. I know we're in some stressful times right now, and our ability to cushion our experience, as so many of us are coping with houselessness, joblessness, or concerns and worries about your loved ones, if you have elders in your community, and just the state of the world in general. If that's got you in a position where you're feeling that discomfort, shame, guilt, it's time for you to go very deeply towards your heart and cushion that with your ability to give back to nature. So the card that we pulled is the Novice of Lightning. This is the card with the keyword exploration. It is time for you to explore. If you're in a situation where you're around folks right now and you're not able to get out into nature, take the time electronically to look at beautiful places that you have visited in nature, or you dream of visiting in nature, and expand the gorgeousness and whatever you like about that area in the color, the texture, the time of day, the lighting. Let yourself be dazzled. Maybe even make a playlist that corresponds with this space in nature. If you can get out in nature, make sure you take off your shoes and socks and have your bare feet in nature, and just allow the air quality to touch your flesh and be in fascination. When we see the novice of lightning, that shows that kind of student position of being in wonderment and joy. Bring that wonderment and joy of a child's exploration and heart to nature. Third card that we have chosen represents our liberation, where we can be in that dance of co-creating freedom for all, shelter and food and sovereignty for all. We have the novice of clouds. This says curiosity. So again, it's utilizing your ability to be in your most optimistic view of liberation for all. This novice shows you being kind of gentle with yourself, maybe not telling yourself of the story of the lack of success that you've had with connecting and community. You begin by telling yourself the hopes that you have for building community, using your imagination and curiosity to co-create spaces, and curiosity in co-creating community where folks are caring for one another would be the greatest way for you to utilize our growing lunar light. We're in a waxing crescent moon phase, so we have a lot of hope. We have magnetism for reaching through the veils and creating that innocent childlike way of collecting flower petals to adorn our altar, and knowing that we will be held and supported in the world, and bringing that happy, joyful exploration into the world, that curiosity. So get out your art supplies and just start doodling and creating color patterns and palettes and mandalas that you love right now. I hope you love the Hecate's Key of 3 reading. I love it. I hope that you take the time to adorn yourself in the beauty and power of your magic. Don't forget to come and see me at the Commons Beautiful Witches Cabaret, casting into the unknown. I'm very blown away to be in this magnificent array of mystics, freaks, and witches that are creating amazing art and magic for all of us to consume. I'm so proud of the work that I created. It has kind of a vintage, lighthearted feel, and I will also be live streaming, creating a candle service. It will take us all the way to the penumbral lunar eclipse of June 5th, which is so loaded and gorgeous with lunar reflections. When we have those eclipses, it gives us that shutter flash of extra insight and inner knowing. So I'm excited to create that live stream. Please come and RSVP. If you're over on Instagram with me, you can do that with a link in my bio, and I will create that RSVP link here in the description of this video. I love you all so much, and I'm sending you all my love and magic. Remember that magic is your birthright, and everything's a spell. This is my spell. Take care, honeys.